Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Behind the Brand by businessline.nk. Today, I have two special guests. We have Ms. Zainab Taube, she's a licensed dietitian, and we also have Coach Abraham, known as AB, a fitness coach and wellness expert. Thank you for joining me today in this podcast.
You're welcome.
So today we're going to be talking about more about business, more about healthy lifestyle, about wellness, and everything related to business and living a healthy lifestyle. So I think the two best people to have them in this podcast is two of you guys to share your expertise and knowledge behind everything that we're going to talk today. So before we start the podcast, I would like you guys just to share a little insight on your journey. If we can start with Ms. Zainab, please.
My journey started, actually, it wasn't planned. I never planned to start as an owner of a clinic. I planned to work as a job for any company that I can see. But my family, my loved ones really supported me to open my own business so that I can be my own boss. And I would really advise that to anyone who can do it, go for it. It's really good.
I do want to ask a question. I got seeing your Instagram, going through your Instagram. Your name, the clinic name, is very special. Is it related to your initials?
Yes, Z Clinics.
Okay. How did you come up with the name?
It was a brainstorming thing between me and my friends. And then they just said, okay, you're Z. And we're talking about health. And I was called Z all through my high school years. My friends used to call me Z. So that just clicked. So we
So
said
it's
Z
something
Healthy
that has been
Clinic.
clicking along the way
Yes,
with you.
yes.
So that's nice to hear that. Coach Abraham, everybody says Coach Abraham, and then many people know you as Coach AB. And we've known that you've been in the fitness industry for the longest period of time. How come have you taken this decision to pursue your career in fitness?
The thing is, I was born into the family of fitness.
Oh, wow.
So my dad has been an instructor for the past 40 years. And then personally, I've been an instructor for over 10 years.
So we know the looks and everything, they come from where now?
Yes, from the father's side. So although while growing up, I look at my dad, I got inspired. Nice body, old man, strong, fit, and all that. And I was like, okay, I would like to be like him. And then before I even started training weights, I was into all kinds of sports. I was doing kickboxing, I was playing football, volleyball, and the rest.
Oh, wow.
And every sport I try to indulge in, I always see myself doing better. I always want to be better. I want to be the leader and all of that. So I got into weightlifting, and then it's like the center of all sports. Everything relates around
Yes.
weightlifting, because if you want to get strong, you have to go to the
Of
gym.
course.
If you want to move fast, you still have to hit the gym. If you want to do everything, you have to hit the gym. So that's how I started my fitness journey. Started with my dad, and then from there. that's been
So
small.
before we step into another discussion, what is a simple advice you can give to a person that is willing to also pursue this type of journey?
I think it's the best thing you would do for yourself as a person, because, like the saying go, health is wealth.
Okay.
So whatever you want in life, if you're not healthy, you cannot achieve it.
True.
So if you understand how to be fit, how to live healthy, I mean, you've done everything for yourself in life, aside the career, the money, the fame.
They will all follow up.
Exactly, everything follows up.
And I think the important thing that also follows up with the person is reputation-wise, because as I'm saying that a lot of people know you not only because you train them, it's because you've been there supporting them through their whole journey with a lot of amazing feedback from people that you've transformed their lives.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this part along the
Along the
podcast
journey.
and getting
Alright,
to
no
know
problem.
your secret in making them reach their best they can. So I'm going to start with the first question. Before the end of the podcast, we have some questions from the followers, which I'm going to ask you guys so you can help give them the advice they need from you guys. So for the first question, what advice would you give someone trying to build a business from passion? Because as we're talking now, each of you guys started your own businesses or your journey from passion.
True.
So what's your number one advice that you'd like to give the audience?
Passion is really important. To follow your passion is really important, but it's not the only thing that you have to do. Working hard is very important as well. Dedication, making sure you're watching your steps as you move. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to flop somewhere, then you'll stand back up you will continue, you will start again. But as long as you're working hard to get where you want to get, you're going to get there definitely.
Yeah, that's nice. For me, I consider passion in two ways.
Okay.
There's the motivation and then there's discipline.
Yes.
You know, motivation as a fitness instructor is what starts the journey. And then discipline is what keeps you on the journey. So you can be passionate about something, but the question is, are you disciplined? So aside being passionate about any career you want to, make sure you're disciplined. Because I'm passionate about bodybuilding, but sometimes I get tired. Sometimes I get tired of the client, oh this, oh that. But discipline is what keeps me going.
True.
So I always advise everybody to, you know,
I want
mix the
to
passion
do
and
something, but am I waking up to do what
Yes.
I want?
And I reflect about something about passion is that when I started my journey in businessline.nk, I started it with a push from my brother telling me that everything that I have done in my life, why don't I do it in a special, create a brand for myself? And this is where I was questioning myself. I am able to be able to do this. Can I pursue what I want to? And then inside of me, this is when the passion, I had more passion. I had more, the fire was more. And I was
Something was
able,
driving
yes,
you.
driving me to do something like businessline.nk. And yes, a lot of people doubted me along the way, and a lot of people tried to copy me. But what makes you not the same is what you are. I think being you is what makes you reach to the place
Sure.
you want to be.
Sure.
It's
Makes
not
you
by
different.
copying or being
Yes.
someone else or trying to be someone else.
Sure.
So I think passion is very important,
Very, very
as you
important.
guys are saying. So let's now talk about little bit about fitness.
all right.
Okay, so there's here a question. I'm gonna ask a question. We have a question for both of you that's saying, what's one habit that changed your life in fitness?
That's a
Coach
very,
AB?
very
Yeah.
important question.
So we'd like to know, this question is related to both of you. So
Right.
what's your aspect behind this?
The question is, what's one habit that changed my life
Yes,
into
we
fitness?
only need one habit. There's many habits,
Yes.
but it's one habit. We need to summarize it only in one habit.
I would say discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
We're
Because
back to the same word, discipline.
I think everything
Because
we're going
it
to say
is
today
important.
revolves around discipline.
Yes, it does.
Because discipline is a very key habit in fitness and also in real life. Because if you're not disciplined, you will not go back the next day.
It needs to be done to get successful.
That's it. So discipline and consistency, they are like twin
Together,
brothers.
Yes.
So if you're not disciplined enough to hit one more rep, to go to failure, to lift this weight today, to do tomorrow, it's same thing in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, every day you wake up, you have your job, you have your career, you have everything you want to do. But if you're not disciplined, you're not going to keep up doing it. I apply discipline in every aspect of my life, most especially in the gym, because the gym is actually my life.
Dr.
Yeah.
Zaina, what's the one habit you would like to talk
To
about?
me, I would say consistency.
Consistency. I like.
I would say when you
consistency.
start with something, even if you felt like it's not going the way you want it to go, don't stop. Don't stop until you get where you
Yeah.
want to get. So consistency is really important, especially in the diet world.
Sure.
We are not always happy when dieting.
It's very hard.
I think
Even as-
the question that relates with this is that being a dietitian, you have a lot of clients that come to your place for health and everything. So, what is the number one thing you can share with us that many clients have faced? If you've seen that they have the same issue going on, and you can share with us like the insight of how did you help them overcome this issue, or overcome what if they're overweight or they want to lose weight. Or we're going to talk about a topic that has been very controversial these days, is about PCOS. And we've seen recently you've also posted a
Yes.
video about it.
Yes.
So I would like to also talk about what, from your side as an expertise, what they can do, people with PCOS, and what are the training methods that people facing PCOS should follow in order to see the results they want. So if we can talk more about it.
One of the most things or problems I face with people is misconceptions. People
Okay.
have a lot of misconceptions in our world.
Sure.
I would say in my world and in his world as well.
So much.
So many misconceptions.
Yeah.
People think that, okay, if I'm gaining weight, then I'm eating fat, I should stop fat. If I'm doing this, then this is the wrong thing, I should stop. It's not about stopping, it's about balancing. You have to know that everything in life works with balance. So many people find me different as a dietitian because I never ask you to stop. I
Actually,
just
yeah.
ask you to balance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's like we need everything. Everything, all macros are needed, but in specific amounts.
Yeah.
So as long as we are balancing our life, we will get to the point we want to get. But once we stop and like take ourselves into this deprivation, we can't take it. We will go for it in ways that we never thought about. And then we'll have a different side effect that will cost us even more
100%.
than we started.
So what I can get from you is that people shouldn't deprive themselves.
Never.
They should balance. They should balance, and this is the key, as you're
Yes.
saying. Coach Abraham, what can your intake on this take on the perspective of training? You know, a lot of people go to train, and especially women, we're talking about PCOS, they struggle a lot to lose weight. And a lot of people are actually, women are giving up on themselves because of this issue. So, you know, some coaches, they don't know how to like give the people what they need. So what is your own perspective? What should women or people facing this should do? What's the first step?
All right. So the thing about, like what she said, balance. So PCOS, first of all, we need to understand it's an hormonal problem. So it's caused by so many things. And you need to understand what it is for you to fix it. Okay, so when something is hormonal, it means it's something that is going on inside your body. So the first approach to this is understanding what is going on inside your body.
Okay.
Now, that's where the diet comes in. For me, as a coach, I've been training for over 10 years. I started a diet 2 years ago, and I started with her. And I swear, to be very honest, she really, really changed my perspective.
I just
about
want to pitch in
nutrition.
and say we all are starting with you. I'm with you also.
Right, I'm telling you.
And we're all with AB
I have my nutritionist here and I have my personal trainer.
Right. So, if you have PCOS, you need to understand exactly what it is. One, you need to understand that stress increases it.
Okay.
Overtraining increases it. So everything about overdoing something results to stress, and the stress increases your cortisol level.
Yes.
And once C is high, T is low, or once T is high, C is low. So it's like a vice versa chain. Testosterone for the man, estrogen for the woman. So in training, now training someone that has PCOS is actually different from training a normal person who wants to start training.
Yeah.
First of all, you need to understand that strength training is the vital aspect of training someone who has PCOS, because
I know I know you're looking at
Right.
me. I know because I always. It's not because I don't want, but I always feel
Yeah.
that if you overtrain, like in strength training,
Yes.
is that you're gonna be bulky, and this is what I always talk to you.
Misconceptions.
Yeah, which is a which we are talking
Yes.
about. So I would like. That's why I would like
You know,
to
there's a
clarify
particular
more.
word, there's a particular hormone called the insulin. It controls everything in the body. The insulin is not the problem. It is a hormone already in our body.
Okay.
But how it is being directed is the problem. The insulin is like a messenger. It transfers sugar from the blood down
Takes
to the
it to
muscle.
where it's supposed to be.
So the more muscle you have, the better your insulin is going to function.
True.
So the issue is that most people fail to understand that strength training is the block of bodybuilding, not just cardio.
Yes.
When you're always running, you're just burning calories and you're going to eat
And
calories
when
back.
you stop, you are done.
You're done. But when you strength train, that's why you get sore after today. Oh, what is wrong with me? I
Yeah,
trained
true.
2 days ago, but why am I
Your
sore today?
muscle is
Yeah.
still working.
The muscles are still breaking down. They're still trying to regenerate new cells. They're growing. And in growing, it increases your metabolism. And once your metabolism has been increased, everything in your body starts to balance with time.
Okay.
It doesn't happen immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The balance,
Not
the
magic.
routine, and then there's a structure. So it takes time. You have to know exactly what you're doing, and then you have to be consistent in doing that over a period of time. Then you start to see results.
I wanted to also ask Dr. Zainab, is there's something like they say PCOS people shouldn't eat this, shouldn't eat that, like you should avoid carbs, you should avoid eating a lot of, you should eat a lot of
Sugary.
protein, you should avoid carbs, and you shouldn't eat sugar. It's like, it's still a misconception, I think. What are your insight, or like what
Yes.
should the person do?
Okay, no matter what your problem is, there's nothing that we should stop
Okay.
completely. Okay, as I said, there is balance. Okay, there's difference in balancing. Like if it's a healthy person,
Okay.
I don't give the same amount of carbs maybe to them as I give to a person with PCOS.
Okay.
A lady with PCOS. And there's something we have to know about PCOS. It is hormonal, but now it's very widespread. And mostly because of what we intake. Because our diet is it's a disaster.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
And I think for people who are giving up easily is because when they feel themselves they're always dieting and they're not eating like the things that they need to eat in a balanced way, then they tend to give up. And actually, I can recite this to myself. There's a part of my life where I gave up because I've been like, as the topic, I've been struggling
You
with.
felt it was a punishment?
Yeah, I've been struggling with pizza. I was like, why? I was like, I'm trying my best to do the best and I'm not seeing the results. So I started like over dieting. I started like depriving myself, but actually it made it worse.
True.
So then after a period of time when I got to meet Dr. Zainab and we sat for a chat and she just made everything clear to me, is like, there's a specific diet you should follow that includes everything.
Sure.
So she made me realize that no, what you're doing is wrong and this is actually what you've become. But I want to also say something. Shout out to you, is not all nutritionists actually think in this perspective.
Not really, no.
We need to talk about it. Is like, I think nowadays a lot of like dietitians are just seeking for money. They're not
True,
actually behind the patient. And this is when the patient faces a lot of misery, faces a lot of depression,
Because
stress,
they want to
more.
show the patient that you can have quick results, so we can go to depriving them from everything that they
Right.
love,
Yeah.
and then they lose a lot of weight. So this dietitian is a good one.
But there's a
That's-
rebound.
Exactly.
Everything that
Exactly.
comes quick will
Goes
go back
back
quickly.
and
too.
worse.
And worse, exactly. That's the problem.
So there's also a topic I would like to talk about, but
Yes.
after asking you guys this question. So since we're talking about fitness and everything, what is a one myth do people believe about weight loss and healthy living?
People think that in weight loss and healthy living, as
Yes.
being a healthy person,
Yeah, being a healthy person and also
Losing weight.
losing weight. What's the one myth?
People think if you stop eating a certain type of food, you can
Yes,
lose weight.
I think it is.
It's not possible.
Yes, it's not.
I think
It's not.
yeah.
It's not possible.
Do you? Are
So,
you?
there's something called overdoing something
Yeah.
and underdoing
True.
something. So, the thing is, for those who want to stop eating carbs, where is your source of energy?
They are
Especially those
terrified
who are
of
not
carbs.
fat.
Yeah.
They are terrified of carbs.
They're actually terrified of carbs. They think carbs is the problem. It's not. It is you is the problem. You're moving less.
Yeah.
Your body is not using the food that is going inside the body
Yes.
to do the work which we're actually meant to do. Now, someone who's very fat and someone who's very slim, they have two different sources of energy. The one who's fat has more fat in their body.
As they are
And this fat generates energy for them. But you don't have this amount of fat and you're not eating carbs. So, what are
So
you doing?
the audience, you guys should eat carbs.
No,
Yes,
you,
yes.
Please, before going to gym, eat
you need to
carbs.
understand that the carbs is as important as the protein itself.
Yeah.
Because funny enough, the carbs take the protein to the muscle.
I tell them that.
I don't know if
Yes, I tell them that your
I like it. I like it. I like where we're going.
Your card to your muscle is your carbs.
The carbs.
If
So-
you don't have carbs, you don't have a card to take your proteins to your muscle.
So I also want to talk about an aspect. A student is different from, or a normal person is different from a professional or an athlete.
100%.
So what is the common nutrition or wellness professionals or athletes should makes a difference? What's the difference between them? What's the difference between a person which is a normal and then a professional which is every day, which is busy, and then an athlete? What's the difference between them, or what is the aspect that each one of them has? You know, each one of them, I think, has a different line approach.
100%.
So what can we help our audience in this, because nowadays, recently we were just talking, there's a lot of bullying going on, and this is what I'm talking about, students.
Okay.
And so what is like the one advice, like a health advice you can give people that are professional and athletes, and what is the one advice you can give like students and really facing these difficult times now? Like bullying is always being the hot topics in schools, not only students,
Professions.
everywhere,
Everywhere.
no
Even
matter.
at home.
Yeah.
Amongst family members.
Yes.
Like I think
face that a lot.
like the number one like the number one thing when somebody comes and tell you from your family you've gained weight, you should lose weight. So this is
This
a
is
wrong
a normal
mindset.
thing, I think.
You know.
Yeah, but I think it's a wrong mindset.
Yes, when you are labeled, that's what's harsh. So like you look like a cow, that is what's harsh. That's
Yeah.
what will hurt you.
And I
So
think we
people
shouldn't
don't
tell a
filter.
person if he's fat, you're fat. We should like help guide him to what to do, but not to
True.
call him you're fat.
So the thing
Calling
is,
or labeling is very wrong.
it's wrong. So like your question said, an athlete or a professional or someone who's just starting.
Yes.
For me as a fitness instructor,
Okay.
okay, what I do is when I get a client for the first time, I ask them, what's your lifestyle like?
Okay.
What do you do for a living? None of these questions are things a lot of people miss out, but they play a vital role. If you're an athlete, it means all you do is train, and get paid training. Good, you have more time to recover. You have the ability to take more load. You can do intense workout.
Yeah.
Mechanical tension is different from a person who is just starting. So your structure is definitely different.
True.
But if you're someone who is just a fitness enthusiast, like you're just starting it for the very first time, you need to understand what you're going into. You need to understand that it is a lifestyle. It is not, oh, I'm going to get packs in 3 months and I'm good. No. Habibi, you're doing it for the rest of your life. It's
I like
marriage.
Habibi.
I say it's like a marriage. So you need to understand how it works.
Yeah.
First of all, what's the lifestyle like? What do you do for a living? How often do you move? What do you sit down? Do you walk regularly? Good. What do you eat? How's your diet like? People ignore the first part and then they go to the second.
Yeah.
Now, after tackling all these parts and then we come to the training, you need to understand what strength training is. You need to understand what hypertrophy is. You need to understand what progressive overload is. Because no matter how you keep training, if you don't progressively overload, you're going to be in one spot. And you need to understand that magic is not going to happen in 1 month.
Yeah.
True.
Definitely.
3 months either.
You've been all your life without workout. Now you want.
Now you want,
Yes.
oh, coach, how can I be like you in 1 month? Bro,
You
take your
can't.
money.
I've been doing
It
that
took me
forever.
years to be
It
like
took me
this.
years to be like this. I
Yeah.
promise you, I've been training for 2 years. There was no difference. And after the second year, my body started changing. And from then, the change was massive. So people need to understand, and then the body type, and then genetics. There is so many
Yes.
things involved in
Yes.
training. But when you understand this, and then you're on the right structure, and then you're consistent, not you come once in a month, twice in a month, or I've been training for 5-6 years, I don't see
Yeah.
results. Bro, because you've not been doing the right thing. So you need to understand, training an athlete and training someone who's starting for the
It's
first
different.
time
It's
are two different
completely different.
Tab, Dr. Zainab, you're asking about nutrition. What do you want to tell us more about this aspect?
If someone is an athlete or
Yeah.
someone, yes, okay. To me, and it is known that 70% of what you do has to do with your diet.
Okay.
I agree.
30% has to do with your physical activity.
True.
So if you die in the gym, if you live
And
in
you don't
the gym,
eat,
and you don't eat properly,
you won't.
you won't get the results you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's something that has to do with perfectionism. So many people, especially the bullying part that we were talking about, it's because we see things that are not real
True.
on TV.
Instagram.
Yes. Things
Social
that
media.
are
I
not
think
real.
nowadays everybody is just social media,
Filters,
Filters.
AI.
Oh my God. It's
They're
unbelievable.
ruining everything.
Everything is bad.
Boss.
There's one time a client in the gym said, oh, I come to this gym and I don't see people who are progressing. And I'll be like, what do you mean? What's your definition of progress?
Yeah.
And then he said, new muscles, big.
Yeah.
Bro, all those guys you see, they're on steroids.
True.
They are on stuff. You understand? And progress, there's so many ways to progress.
Yeah.
I could be lifting 1 kg, now I'm lifting 5. That's progress. I could be moving 10,000 steps in 1 hour, but now I can go 10,000 steps in 40 minutes. That's progress. So progress is very, very different. It's not a linear curve. No, it's different for so many people.
Yeah.
For me, it could be, oh, I want to run 1,000 kilometers in like 2 hours. And for someone, oh my God, I want to walk 10,000 steps for 10 days. You understand? So it's different.
But,
so progress
Coach,
is,
It's
Coach-
challenging yourself.
that's it. Doing what you're not doing before.
Yes.
That's it.
the progress.
Coach, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Is it a person should walk every day 10,000? Is it a must? Because you know what, you know why I'm asking this question.
Right.
Yeah, I want to know, is it a must for everyone to walk 10,000 steps? Like sometimes you can't, no matter how you try, 10,000 steps are, you can't.
And that's why I said, what's your lifestyle like? What kind of a job do
Exactly.
you do? If you're working in a factory where you get to move more, oh, good for you. At least you get to move more.
And get them.
Yeah, easily. If you're working as a coach like me, I get 20,000 steps for not doing anything. For just moving from one
Yeah.
client
I
to
think we
another.
should shift our professions from...
If you are sedentary, then
That's the problem.
yeah.
yes.
And that's why you need to understand, that's where the diet comes in.
Yeah.
If you are not moving, I think there's a part of the diet
Yes.
where,
We know your activity, if it's moderate, if it's high, if it's intense.
Exactly.
And according to that is your diet.
Right.
According to your lifestyle, yes.
So good. So if you're not able to walk 10,000 steps, you go to her, she give you a diet for 6,000 steps.
But we do advise you to walk. And this
Yeah.
10,000 step is kind of a trend more than what
Okay.
health is all about. It's like people just have a number, they set it up. It's not if I can't walk 10,000 steps, then 6,000 steps is a bad thing to do, or I didn't do anything. At least I've done something.
I think we can manage the 10,000 steps.
Yeah, you could do 6,000.
Yeah.
5,000, 4,000.
As long as you decided to move.
Move, just move.
Yeah.
My own question is, my own take on this is, move every day.
True.
We humans, we are created to move, not to be static.
Exactly.
Because why? That's how even the blood, just for your heart. Sometimes it's not about losing weight or gaining muscle. It's about the heart.
It's just about being fit.
Fit. That's why we have so many types of diseases today. Pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, heart diseases.
And please, let's
obesity.
talk about stress.
Stress.
When you don't move.
You don't manage stress.
Yes. When you don't move, you are stressed all the time.
True.
I know a personal story. I recently did a blood test, and I was so shocked to see how much stress can reflect on your body from your cortisol. So
course.
my cortisol was abnormal. I was like, "What's going on?" And there is something that people always tell you that you should try to like reduce the stress. I don't think it's something easy. Tell somebody you can reduce stress because that person might be going through
Through
a
a
lot.
lot, yeah. True.
And also the person, whether we're talking about he or she, is going through a lot in his life, and for you just to come and tell him you should reduce the stress, I think we should try, and people should try and give the people ways to reduce stress, but not to tell the person try and reduce stress. Because whenever you tell him try and reduce stress, I don't think you're even helping him. You're just causing more stress.
You know, that's the thing about social media, opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people
A
have
lot.
opinions. They
Yeah.
have perspective about doing things. For me as a coach, if you're stressed, I will recommend 3 things. One, I'll try to sleep early. 1, 2, try to drink a lot of water. 3, try to train. And you know the
Coach
thing
AB,
is,
but
yeah,
we're talking about people who are working and people who have like women have PCOS, and you know that the number one factor that affects them is sleep.
yes.
Like some people don't actually get 7 hours or 8 hours to
Yeah.
sleep.
That
They're
affects your
always
muscle as
yeah.
well.
So I think what's the solution here? If you let's say like I think like in the clinic when you have people going through this type of thing, PCOS and a lot, when they tell you they don't. They're not able to sleep. So
Yeah.
and up to now, I think even if they're doing a diet, up to now I know people that they can't sleep.
Well, it depends on why. What's the reason behind it? Is it I can't sleep because of my health? I have a health problem.
Do you think it's overthinking?
Yes, or it's overthinking, or you have any problem you need to solve, you have to know the reason behind it before you start solving it. Like we were talking about stress just now. I always advise physical activity when it has to do with stress.
Right.
Okay, but then what kind of stress are we talking about? Is it life matters, everyday work matters, or are we talking about maybe you lost a loved one, or you have like a lot of problems in your life that you can't solve? Okay, then you need an expert. You need a psychologist. You need to go through your own journey.
Sure.
That is different. But then if it's just day by day stress, okay, work out. Have
And-
time for yourself. We forget ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes.
A lot of times
Doing
we do.
what we're doing. we
I
forget
just also want to
ourselves.
talk about insulin resistance.
Yeah.
Some people with PCOS or not PCOS, you know, like we're talking about a topic that affects both men and women.
Yeah.
So insulin resistance, what's the major factor that causes insulin resistance? We know like women that have PCOS, they might have insulin resistance.
Right.
But if they don't have PCOS, what causes PCOS? And in men, what's the number one factor?
Overweight and obesity. That's your number one.
That's it.
Is it related
That's
to
your
having a
number
shock a lot? Because I've heard some doctors like in TV say that
Mostly
if you have a
diabetes
shock,
comes from shocks.
Right.
Really?
More than insulin resistance. It
Right.
comes from
so you
maybe a
can turn out to be
trauma.
diabetic if you have a
Yes,
trauma that
yes.
happened in your
Yes,
life.
if you're very sad of something, yeah.
Yeah.
But mostly insulin resistance is something that has to do with weight. Mostly, I'm saying not all cases, not 100%. There are a lot of different cases. But the number one cause for insulin resistance is overweight and obese. And the sad part about it is now we are seeing 6-year-old, 7-year-old having insulin resistance
Yeah.
problems.
So it's too bad.
And what is the cause? Overweight, parenting just in a wrong way and giving sweets
Yeah.
anytime.
I want my
You
child to enjoy.
Yes.
I want them to have the good
Yes.
things in
Oh,
life.
Coach AB,
Haram.
regarding
Right.
regarding men, from your own
Yeah.
perspective, have you faced like any client or any person like personal to you have faced insulin resistance?
Yes, I
And
have.
were you able to help the person?
I mean, we're still in the journey.
Okay.
So the thing is, this client is 34 years old,
Wow.
and he weighs 120.
Oh wow.
Yes, and like 5'7" foot. You know, it doesn't make any sense. And the question is, the client is always sitting at home, eating late night food, doesn't do anything. And
So
like
he
I
isn't
said,
active.
inactive completely.
Yeah.
Like I said from the beginning, insulin is not the problem. Insulin is being misunderstood. Insulin is just a hormone that is in our body. So the question is, how do you move this hormone around? That's the question.
People like you're saying balance is the key. You give them a
Diet.
balanced diet to follow. I know that some people might follow, might not follow the diet.
True.
So do you think it's because they gave up on themselves?
There are so many factors. I can't just say they give up on
If we can
themselves.
summarize like the number one, can you say like because it's about the people, like
Yeah, it's about you.
it's about
Let's get that clear. If you want to make a change, it's
You.
you. It's
Yeah.
not B, it's not AB, it's you.
Yeah.
Okay?
We can only try.
We can show you the path, we can draw the line. You will either work or you will sit.
That's where motivation and discipline comes
Yes.
in.
And I
A lot of
think
people are
also,
motivated to come to the gym, but not everybody is going to come
It's
to the
true.
gym.
Or
That's it.
consistent in
Yeah.
it. You don't have to be sometimes passionate about something.
Right.
But as long as you know it would help
and being
you.
persistent in it, you have to be very
Consistent.
yeah.
Just show up.
You don't understand how bad it is because people start, for example, I work in the gym. The gym is so full in January, and now it's summer.
Yeah.
It's so full in summer. People
Summer
have
body.
Summer body.
Coach AB, we need to work on the summer body.
Right, summer body, summer body.
summer body.
So it's. I don't know. They don't understand this thing. You're supposed to walk throughout the year.
Tab, Coach AB, my question to you:
Yes.
when a person that is overweight that comes to the gym to try and lose weight, and he
Yes.
has been trying all his life, I
Yes.
see coaches focus on weights, on strength training, instead of like giving that person, like, let's say a few couple of months, let's say walking or running. Is it a
Misconception.
misconception?
It's a
Again,
misconception.
we're having a lot. The word misconception is
No,
coming up a
yeah,
lot.
because generally there's too much misconception going on. So the thing, sometimes you even see some coaches doing just cardio, thinking that the cardio is going to lose weight. First of all, if you're talking about losing weight, there are two types of weight: the one physical and then the one on the scale. Okay, so just know that if you want to lose weight, you have to be on a calorie deficit. So if you matter how hard you're training, if you're still on a calorie surplus, I don't know if I'm correct, you're not going to lose anything.
Never.
You might be the most hardworking person in the gym. You
I
train
think
for
also
3-4
sometimes people,
hours.
even if they're under a calorie deficit, they
Yeah.
take it in the wrong perspective. They don't even do it in the right way they're supposed
Because
to.
you're starving the hormones that's actually helping you lose
Helping you
weight.
to lose weight.
You're not eating carbs. We'll go back to the yes.
Eat carb, guys.
You're not eating
You
carbs.
know, it's getting all checks.
You
checks.
don't understand.
Yeah.
If you're not eating carbs and you're eating just protein and maybe fats, bro, you are starving yourself. You know, this ketosis, a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
You're eating, I'm just going to eat fats and protein.
And then-
so when I'm in ketosis, my body uses
Metabolism will go down,
So-
it will drop.
and then you can't do anything
You
about it.
can't do shit. And then you look like you're dying.
So,
you're walking, but you're
so
dying.
Dr. Zainab, are you with intermittent fasting and keto diet and all of this? The detox diet.
There's nothing
I want to
called-
talk about the
Right.
detox diet, please.
You know, we detoxify ourselves.
But
Our
what
body,
is
our
it about
liver
this
works
detox
as
diet?
a detoxifier. We don't need to do anything to detox.
Our body has everything.
It
natural.
does it on its own. A detox diet, I think it's something that has to do with liquids, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Green.
Because I don't even think that
It
there's
doesn't
any
help.
value of it.
No, there is
Detox
no.
diet.
There
Tab,
is-
what about the intermittent fasting and keto
Intermittent
diet?
fasting, it depends on your lifestyle.
Okay.
Right.
I do recommend it for some people that have a lifestyle that they can't handle having maybe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They don't have their time for it. Okay, we can do intermittent fasting. As your lifestyle, we work on it.
Right.
So that we can give you all the nutrients you need in this specific time.
Okay.
But not everyone works on intermittent
how about
fasting.
the keto diet?
Okay, ketogenic diet
I like
it's
this.
called
not-
ketogenic.
I love this part.
Yes.
You love this
it's,
part.
Love
It's
it.
not a diet actually for
Okay.
everyone.
Facts.
Okay? It's a specific diet for specific people that cannot break down break down carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates.
So
Oh,
it
wow.
is used for them so that they can use fat to get energy. As a normal human being, where you can break down carbohydrate properly, why do you need it? And at a certain point, he said ketosis, at a certain point, you'll start having a lot of ketosis, which will blurred vision, you will start having dizziness, You can
Crazy.
fall in a
It's
day
crazy.
with no
Oh,
one
wow.
around you.
You're working like
Yes.
a corpse.
These things, these things are very bad.
Yeah, they are.
You need to know everything behind.
I think
every
it's not every
diet.
person's like diet is for that person.
No, no,
They
no, no.
should like go to a professional to know exactly what
Yes.
they need. It's not.
Yes.
And there's also something going a lot these days happening, and actually, it's like a huge question mark to me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dr. Zaina was talking about people like we're talking about kids like 6 years old, 10 years old. Not only them, but we have something going on nowadays, and nobody is like highlighting this issue because it causes a lot of effects. And I'm talking about the number one topic, Ozempic, Manjaro, and the other drugs that come along the way. So what is the issue? What's going on? Please, we need to talk
we want
about
fast
it.
results.
Short
That's
term,
how,
that's it.
that's how
Short-term
people
results.
work.
But people
Nowadays-
that are not actually, sorry, but people that are not actually facing or struggling like losing weight or something, they're actually taking it
That's-
without being prescribed by the doctor.
Just like she said.
Yes,
Short-term
because we
goals.
need results quickly.
Short-term
You know,
goals.
in this millennium now, we are like everything has to be fast.
Everything has to be perfect.
And Dr. Zainab, I think the influence comes
If I
from the
want to lose 5
parents.
kgs in 1 week,
I can do it.
Influence comes from the
yes,
parents.
it does. But as you said, Mounjaro, Ozempic, and all those drugs, they are drugs. Please, they are medications prescribed for you
And
if you have diabetes.
Yeah, which means,
Right.
as Dr.
Yes.
Zainab is saying, it's not a
It's
long
not a
time
means-
effect that can always.
No, it's not a means for weight loss.
It's not. It
It
shouldn't be a means for
helps.
weight loss.
In
It
weight
helps
loss.
in weight loss, okay,
Yeah.
because it suppresses your hormone for
Cravings and
yes,
food.
it does suppress it. But at the same time, when you stop it, you go back to where you are. Even
There's always
you
a
go back
rebound.
more.
The only thing that is consistent in life is when you train and eat the right way.
Yeah.
Like she told me when I went to her, I was like, no, I can't eat like this. Oh, I'm so busy. And then she laughed. She said, you have to create time to eat.
Of course.
If you don't eat, then you're not going to get a result. I used to think I was in good shape. I mean, I always look good in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, coach, you look good. But after the test, my visceral fat was so high.
Yes.
And I agree with her because my diet was so unhealthy. I eat so many fried food. I take so many sugary things. Why? Because I think because I'm always working out, I'm always moving, I'm burning them. But there's always a long term
hidden.
effect.
I think I need
Hidden.
to tell you
It's
something
hidden.
is that the person that motivated me to like lose weight was your dad, by the way,
Yeah.
because he was in school. He was the one to give us like the sports,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
was like the number
I
one
think you also
person.
did that.
Yeah. No, he's such an amazing person. So he played a role in helping me because when I wanted to lose weight, he used to tell me to come at a specific time to school when there was nobody,
Yeah.
and he used to train me.
Oh,
So
I mean, the guy's a good guy.
yeah, he is a good person.
we're talking about your dad.
Yeah, he is a good person.
Yeah.
No, but I think what also hindered to me is like now all over the years coming back and then being back at the gym with also you, and I know that his son plays a very big role because I know you all come from the same perspective,
Yeah.
and I think what I like about the method of you when you train is that I know a lot of people have an ups and downs and everything, and sometimes you might collide with the people you're training them, your clients. But there's always that balance you create in making sure like you make them understand that what I'm giving you is for your own benefit.
That's it.
So my question to you, when you have a client that doesn't want to do exactly what you want to give them, and they're like and they have this pushy attitude,
Yeah. I don't mind.
I know as a coach you can't tell them go and find someone else.
Actually, that was before. Now I can actually
Now
tell
you
go
can
find someone else.
Okay, so now go and find someone else.
Yes.
I'm fully occupied.
So the thing is, as a coach, I'm always going to tell you, this is what I believe in. Not just believe. This is fact.
Yes.
Backed by previous studies, experiments, and even me as a person, I've done it. You know, I know there are different body types, but I've also trained different body types. And there is no one training for all. This is fact.
Okay.
But then there is a process for all. There is a structure for all. You need to do one before you do two. You need to do two before you do
Exactly,
three.
yeah.
Okay? Now, there's also a misconception about mobility and flexibility. Oh, I'm flexible, so I'm mobile.
No, you're
That's not
not.
true.
And if you're mobile, that doesn't mean
That doesn't
you're
mean you're
flexible.
flexible. Exactly. So mobility is the ability for you to move. Why flexibility for you to, the ability for you to stretch your muscle. So you see, there are two different things. So if I'm trying to train someone on a path and you're like, no, I don't want this, I want that, bro, Try it somewhere else.
Because we're talking, why I'm asking you this question
Yeah.
is because you now have a lot of people, as we're talking, influenced by social media. And
ChatGPT.
yes, yes,
My
yeah.
coach
Everybody's
said
best
that.
friend.
You don't
Yes,
understand.
yes.
Who is your coach, ChatGPT?
That's
Okay,
why I'm talking
Can
about
you come and
it.
check
Yeah.
the phone?
Took my place as well,
Right.
not just your
I'm
place.
telling you, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why we coaches still have a say is because ChatGPT cannot correct your form.
He's not a person. at
Because
the end
trust
of
me,
the day.
trust me, they go on ChatGPT, they generate a program for me. ChatGPT will not see if you're progressively overloading the muscle. ChatGPT will not check the form if it's correct or not. Some people are trying to do deadlift and RDL. They're two different things, but the same name. Okay, a conventional deadlift is quite different from an RDL. But you're trying to do an RDL, say I'm doing a deadlift. Bro, where is the ChatGPT? So this is the thing. People don't listen to coaches anymore. Why? Because they feel they have access to so much information. I agree. There's an access to so many informations, but then there's a guide that comes from the coach. And it comes from the coach because the coach has experience.
Okay.
So when it comes to
And
bodybuilding,
physically, you are there.
exactly, and I can see the form. You know, the eye is the greatest cue in the human body.
Okay.
So I can see, I've seen, and I'm applying what I have seen, heard, read, and experienced. So I believe people should actually be more disciplined, even in thoughts, in speech, and actions,
Okay.
so that we can all flow together.
Dr. Zainab, I want to talk about something with you. Is that I want the audience to know that you're not only that clinic is not only about coming and losing weight, and you're also we have beauty things related to your clinic. So can you just tell us more about what's in your clinic and what are the services you provide, so they can know the audience where to find you, what do you have, and what to do, guys. She's amazing.
Thank
So
you so
please,
much.
and if
Thank
you
you so
want to get to know more about Coach AB, I call him AB because
He's your personal coach.
Yes,
so
she's my person
Coach
too.
AB is also located at Lift Gym. He
Yeah.
is responsible. He's the manager there, and you can find him there. And also, if people want to get in touch with you, we're also going to put your
Social handles.
yes,
Instagram.
so they can talk to you.
Okay, hit me up.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm a dietitian. That's what I'm proud about mostly. Okay. Then, with my journey, I added machines for weight loss, fat loss
Okay.
mostly. As we grow up, we have stubborn fat.
Yeah.
And this stubborn fat is located in areas like males mostly in the abdomen, females mostly in the hip area. So when they come to this specific age and they're dieting, working out, and they still feel that there's a little bit of fat that is not going away, we can help in that. So I'm not saying if you're overweight or obese, then come to the machines. No, that's not your way.
Yeah.
Your way is starting by diet, working out in a right way, and then when we have stubborn things that we need to get rid
Then we
of,
fix it.
that's when we go to the machines. I
Right.
also have my beauty room, which we do skincare. We take care of your skin, your beauty, laser hair removal. We have machines for tightening your skin, and a lot more.
So I
Piercing.
think it's a full package.
It is.
Whatever they need, you have it
Yes.
there.
For both men and women,
Both
the
men.
beauty part.
No, actually, it's for women.
That's good. So it's like only women are meant to be beautiful.
Yeah. No, you are beautiful by God.
Right, I
you
know
don't
that. I
need
just-
it.
I just wanted you to say
yes,
it.
Yes.
So before we get to the end of the podcast,
Yes.
what we're talking about, it's about business and health, because what you're actually doing is also related to business.
True.
You're a brand.
Right.
So your clinic is your brand, and you're being a
Professional brand.
personal trainer and everything, you're a brand. So what is behind build the brand, just for the people to know, is that when this podcast is for us to get, I'm going to be the host. So I'm the CEO and founder of Business Line, but I'm going to be hosting the people.
So that's your brand.
Yeah.
That's your brand.
So it's about us getting people who actually have been in the business world for a long period of time, whether they're into fitness or whether they're into health or other aspects, is we need to know from them how they started their journey, how they worked on themselves, how they made sure that they reflect their brand, because you're the brand. So this is everything behind the brand, so we can know more about your businesses, know more about yourself and your journey. And having you two guests in the first episodes is so special to me, because not because I know you on a personal level, but because I know this episode will help a lot of people from both sides. So before we end, I have a question for Dr. Zainab, a question for Coach AB, and then a question that is for both of you.
All right.
So I have a question for you. There's somebody that was asking, how do you balance running a business while maintaining your own health? It's not a hard question.
It is a hard question.
It is actually,
It's a hard
very hard.
question. Okay, because we cannot lie.
Yeah, of course you can.
We have to say the
We
truth.
have to be honest
Yes.
with them.
Yeah.
Okay, so balancing at first was very difficult. I am a mom. I have 2 kids. So I'm just not running only my business. I have my personal life. I have to take care of my kids. So at the beginning, it was very difficult trying to balance everything out. With time, I learned that everything you need to do, you need to schedule.
Okay.
You need to know how to use every minute you have in your life. And you don't need to overwork yourself or overstress yourself.
Okay.
Set your priorities, work accordingly. Schedule your life so that you get to where you want to get. But don't think that if you just did anything anyhow, things will work out eventually for
Right.
you. And you won't be satisfied. I'm satisfied because I find that I get everything out of whatever I'm doing. So that is why scheduling was a main thing that helped me out.
I think this is also going to help a lot of people that are in the same place
Yes.
as you
Can you
guys.
help me too?
No, Coach AB, you have a different question. What's the number one fitness myth you want to bust out today?
Bro. I have so many of them, but there's one that is
I like the way I like it. I like it.
lifting weight to make women bulky.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They don't know that the size of the muscle is just the size of the muscle.
That's it. You don't know how long you need to train, how hard you need to train, how consistent you need to train before you put on 1 kg of muscle.
Yeah.
So you need to understand body type is different. If you're bulky,
Women
by
are
default,
way different.
way different. And again, there's so many hormonal things happening with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why training a woman is actually different from
So
training
I
a man.
think taking it one step at a time.
step at a
Because the
time.
last thing, question that I have for both of you is, what's your message to someone who feels stuck? I think you've already said it during the episode. Is that being consistent, being motivated, being disciplined. Just put the thing. Just do it.
True.
Just have this mindset of doing and don't give up, because if you give up, you won't be able to see the results that you want. So always be
And
motivated.
to me, it's that don't put goals that are not easily
Yeah.
Achieve.
Like to us, we are always like, I want to be like this person.
Right.
And you've never lived the life of this person
Right.
to be like that person.
Right.
Okay. Start your progress
Slowly.
step by step. Step by you will get there. You might even get better than that person. But at least start.
Sure.
Put your first step.
I
and go.
I think I should take it easy on you.
Right, you should.
After that podcast.
Yes, you should. You should always start slowly.
Yeah.
As
And
long
then-
as you start.
As long as you start. I mean, they said just move.
Yeah.
Just try to move.
So you won't regret it
Yeah.
later as well.
I think at the end of the podcast, I just want to say something is that nobody starts from, you don't start something, you sleep and you wake up and your empire is built out of, you start from nothing and you take it gradually.
Yeah.
So I think having you guys today and sharing all these insightful facts, and we talked about health and we talked about business, is something I think the audience will look into it, because each one of us comes from a different background. So we just mashed up business and health together, which is very important.
True.
And my message is to everyone is after this is that we're not the only one who are facing a lot of things in life, but just be there for you. Because if you want to achieve something, you're the only person that you're able to help yourself. There's nobody who's going to help you. So I think the audience
You
have to.
shouldn't also expect anyone.
Yes, you might fail.
Very expected.
You might fail, but failure makes you reach to the results you want. So it doesn't matter how much you fail. Just get up and continue and do what you want to do. So guys, this was the episode today of Behind the Brand, our first episode with Dr. Zainab and Coach Abraham. We're going to link in your details so people can reach out to you. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you for
For
having
having
us.
us.
Thank you so much. It was a nice conversation, and hopefully we can have you in other episodes too, with other guests.
Right.
Behind the Brand is a podcast where we get entrepreneurs, professionals from different industry, where we talk about business and other perspective. So it's something I think you guys should look forward to it, because it's something that will reflect about everybody's journey, because every one of us comes from a different backgrounds. So behind the brand is something that can help you build your brand, because you're the one who's creating the brand. So I'm looking forward to having another episode with you guys, which is very soon. And make sure to just tune in into our podcast. And I want to shout out to the team. The behind the brand came from a simple idea, and I have my team that I'm so proud of. They are behind the cameras now, but my shout out to you guys, from every one single one of you, because you're always there. You're always pushing me before pushing yourself. And behind the brand wouldn't be here without you guys. So your support means a lot. And I'm looking forward to see this journey where it takes us. So see you soon.